Hey everybody, I'm Jason and welcome back to From Tree to Lumber. So today I'm just going to continue off where I left off last week. I'm going to show you a bit of the footage of me completing the sawmill, but I'm not going to show you every step. It would just take forever. I'm just going to show you enough to give you an idea of how much work actually goes into putting one of these things together. I hope you enjoy it.
Now that I'm done the track, I'm going to move on to the cutting head, carriage they call it. I'm getting a little congested in here. There's still a lot of big boxes, and obviously the track is a good size. So I'm going to go through all these boxes. I think I'm just going to cut the tops off of them. I'm going to get the bigger pieces that I'm going to be working with probably in the next day out, and I might break down some of these boxes just to clear up a little space because I'm going to need it. All right, let me show you what I got going here. So down here and here are a couple of parts. That's a muffler and that's some accessories I'm not going to need until the thing's done. This is just a little bit of hardware left over from the track. I'm not quite sure where it goes yet, but we'll get there. There were some things I couldn't do because they wouldn't fit. This is all the hardware for the carriage. I just opened it. That's the battery. That's the engine. Won't need that for a while, I don't think. And over here, out of the way, is I got a vinyl cover. I've got another accessory. I've got the lights, which I'm going to put on just a little bit later. A couple of things of blades, and those are the cast iron big wheels. And then on top of the bed, I've got the majority of the structural pieces for the carriage, which I'll be using almost immediately. And I'll be putting it together on this end here, and then here's some more of the carriage just tucked underneath. Some more big pieces. And then way over there, if you can see it, those are the plastic blade guards that go over the whole thing. So they're in big boxes, they're pretty safe there, and they're out of the way. And on the very, very top is actually the tongue. Because the tongue goes here, but it won't fit in this little 2-foot spot. So it just slides in, pins in. Anyway, that's the plan. It's all laid out so I can get to this carriage. It's wild card weekend in the NFL, so I probably won't get too much done today, but it's laid out so I can jump right on it tomorrow morning. And of course, I've got my growing pile of cardboard, which I'm going to have to deal with sooner or later. I do use some of it to start the fires, but I don't need that much, and it's a fire hazard, and it takes up a lot of space. So I've got a spot outside. I can stick some of it, and I think I'm going to just send half of it out to the recycling.
The carriage is an absolutely massive unit, something like 600 pounds, and it's close to 7 feet tall when it's sitting on the track. There's just no way I'll be able to get it outside if I assemble it in here. And even the track is too big to get out the door. But I realized that early enough, and I actually didn't tighten the axle bolts so I could just pop it off when the time came. And I'll just slide it out the door and then put the axle back on. As I've said many times, we've been getting some really crazy weather. Temperatures have been right around freezing, which means cold and damp, and that's really quite uncomfortable to work in. The first day wasn't too bad, actually. I managed to get a lot of the main structure together and kind of bolted tight. I also got the engine in place, which was made a lot easier by the power of hydraulics. I'm not really sure what I'd do without this tractor. It eventually started raining, which shut me down, and then that rain turned into snow overnight, and it was also quite a bit colder, something like 8 degrees Fahrenheit, and then it actually got colder as the day went on because the wind picked up. Still, I had a number of small items ready to install, so I spent a couple of hours working under the tarps just to keep the ball rolling. The day after that wasn't as cold, but still really not very much fun. I managed to work with the tarps off and actually got a fair bit accomplished, including all the engine wiring and the big blade guards on the front. Finally, on the last day of assembly, all that was left to do involved getting the big drive wheels on, then the blade guides, and last but not least, the blade itself. It takes a bit of messing around to get everything lined up and the blade tracking properly once properly tensioned. Fortunately, the HD36 and the OS18 use the exact same system for tracking, so I was already familiar with that and I knew exactly what had to be done. Once that was all taken care of, it was time to start it up and see how I did. Now, I'm pretty confident that everything's going to be okay, but you really never know what's going to happen in the first couple of shakedown runs.
Okay, I've gone through everything. Fresh premium gas, oil is good. All the safety stuff is hooked up. All I should have to do pull the choke and turn the key. Try that again. One of the little safety switches had to be adjusted. It wasn't quite engaged, so everything should be okay now. Choke's out. I can smell the gas. Sounds all right. Awesome. All right. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's starting to rain, and it's also the next round of the NFL playoffs, so I'll be inside for the rest of the day. I'm not going to do any cutting with this today just because of the weather, and I also have a temporary indoor spot that I can set this thing up and probably spend the winter. I put the shed in the back there on a little bit of a back burner because honestly, this is crappy weather. Plus, I'm not crazy about climbing a 12-foot aluminum step ladder in the winter. I've gotten to the age where I've gotten just a little bit wise, and that seems like an unnecessary risk. Got a spot I can operate for the winter. I can cut all the stuff that I need to finish that shed in the next, I don't know, couple months. It is going to get finished, and then we'll worry about moving forward.
Well, there's still a little bit of work to do, but the lion's share of it is now behind me. The ceramic guides need to be tightened up. The throttle and the water tank cables need to be fine-tuned. You know, the scales on the side haven't been set up yet, and I still need to make sure that the blade is cutting parallel to the bed. But you know, that's all pretty easy stuff. I'll be ripping logs in no time. Thank you very much for watching. The first cuts are coming soon.